Live. Hey, everybody. My name is Kelsey, and I am here hanging out with three of my dearest friends. We are going to be chatting with you all about this little Advent Kids devotional. If you've heard of it, if you haven't, you're welcome because it's amazing. This is the best day. This is complimentary to our adult devotional. So now, since you are our incredible managing editor, the brains behind all of these products, would you mind introducing yourself and our very special guests?
Hey, Kels. So glad to be hanging out with you. I'm Nella O'Leary, managing editor here at Plus. You see, I have my two oldest kiddos, James and Maureen, who helped me put together this kid book for Kid Advent. Yay, Kid Advent. You guys want to hold it up? Hold it up one more time. And Hey became holy. I love the cover. I love the design. I love the art. Our amazing designer, Michelle Slow, does such a good job on these kids. But Kelsey, do you feel like you kind of want to do the kid book too? Be honest.
Yeah. No, every time I see one of our kid devotionals, I'm like, well, I think this is the one I'll be doing. Maybe I can just do the coloring pages. It's just so well put together and thought out and interactive. Yeah, I just might be doing the kids book.
You might not be alone in that, Kels. Well, we always want to do something different. So this is our third kids book. So we don't want to just have the same activities every year. So these guys and the Geezer girls are kind of the brain trust, and we throw some ideas past them. We say, do you feel like people would want to do that? Sometimes you get like a thumbs down, a thumbs up. Do you guys like how this one ended up? What do you think? Oh, 2 thumbs up. I mean, this is
2 thumbs up. That is high praise. So now you're like the assistant managing editor on this project.
I mean, basically,
and we've got the real bosses here. Yeah.
Let's see, you guys. Okay.
Yeah, James and Maureen, I would love to see your favorite page.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a very hard question. I love all the pages. They're all amazing. I especially love week 4 and how it has the Holy Family. The cutouts are amazing throughout the whole book. Just incredible. I think it's so fun to completely reenact the scene. It just totally brings it into a new light for me.
Do you think you'll be coloring them with markers or colored pencils?
Probably pens.
Pens. You're gonna color
pens. Okay. No further questions. We're using pens.
Okay, so
do you like the activity? It's on Sundays,
and I also really enjoy that they depict Jesus in the manger because he is a baby and he did come into the world as we all did as a baby. So I just really think that it's nice to depict him as a baby in his little bed,
his little manger bed,
his little bed.
I love it.
There's so much stuff in here. We've got scripture verses and takeaways and questions and activities, then little think abouts on Mondays. Okay, when I read the think abouts, you guys, I think you all agreed maybe by the end you were a little snoozing. Were you having like a snooze fest or what your mom wrote on Monday? I mean,
seems like a good activity for a Monday.
Just to start, there's a little prayer, a lot of scripture, questions. Now, the fun part about these little questions and takeaways is that the kids of the women who wrote the adult book all helped write the questions for the kid book. So it's very much companion, like you said.
Love that. Maureen, I want to hear about your favorite parts of the book.
Hello?
No, you can't.
Okay.
I think I really like the Lectio Divina.
The Visio Divina?
Wait, what do you mean?
Because it's looking at art instead of just praying with scripture. Remember?
Oh,
yeah.
I get the difference.
Well, they're very similar, but you like looking at the sacred art.
And then answering the questions.
So it's the same questions every Friday. Who do you see in the scene? What's happening in the scene? What's your favorite color here and why? Then you get to draw your own version below. I feel like we're going to see some really creative reenactments there, Maureen. What do you think? Did you like, I think you also like some of the activities.
Yeah.
Is there a matching one, I think? Oh, like this one's a hidden pictures.
But wait,
Oh,
where's
I love that.
where's that?
That one's in week 4.
Yeah,
James, you like hidden
I gotta
pictures.
find it
Yeah.
in my book.
is totally
Yes.
really cool.
This one.
Oh.
I want to do this.
They said that we needed lots of activities, Kelsey. So for the
Yes.
children
Yeah.
and the women's
Well,
they're listening.
They've used the Advent devotional before, right? Last year when we did the first kids one.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you did.
you guys are tried and true. Now, we started doing the kid devotionals last year, but could you say a little bit about what inspired them?
Actually, James was the inspiration. He said, I get to see you doing all these fun adult women books and you have women groups and you do all this stuff. Well, what about the kids, Mom? And of course, he knows that Jenna has daughters, he and Marine's ages. So he felt like this is something we should be able to do. We could just put a book together, couldn't we? We could do a book.
Yeah. I was actually really inspired by my 4th grade teacher, Mr. Gokowski. He each day would set aside a little time where we would do just a little Lectio Divina, and that really inspired me to really think about the Bible and Scripture, not just read it and say, okay, whatever, Jesus is telling us to do this, but we really need to actually see what he's trying to tell us. So
Yeah.
I was just really inspired and said, well, I think that people around the world should be able to do this. And what better way to do it than by Blessed Sheep, by my own mom's business thing.
Businessy thingy.
Your mom does a lot of good work.
What do you think,
I
Marina?
love it.
Yeah.
Are you excited? Yeah. Nothing's as exciting as Miss Kelsey's Saint stories, but I do feel like
Oh,
the
please.
kids' books, they're okay.
My goodness, you guys. Well, the excitement keeps building because Advent is coming up so soon. I can't wait to finally get started. We've been talking about these books for so long, and you guys are just dying to open them up and get started. So I think we have like 12 days, 11 days until Advent begins.
You guys may have already put your names in yours.
Yeah.
There's a little staking out of whose book is whose, even though they're all.
Oh, yeah.
Mine.
Yeah,
But you
that
all
one's
have
it.
your own, so you can do your own activities, etc. That's the way to
And then
do it.
Kels, this year we did include a digital download with the purchase of a book for everybody. If you had multiple kids, you wanted to run a lot of the coloring pages or the activity pages, and you weren't able to get multiple books, we didn't want that to be a prohibitor for families. But in our family, we do have 4 books for the 4 kids who are able to do it because everybody needs their own book.
Why
I love it.
doesn't book?
Oh, he's a baby. He would just eat the book.
That's okay. I mean, we have 2 books at the office for Therese and I. We both need our own books too, so we understand. Well, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on here with me. For everybody watching, today is the best day to order your books if you haven't already, because ordering today will guarantee that your book will arrive before the first Sunday of Advent if you live in the United States. So, James, do you know where they could go to get their books?
I want to say blessedshe.web.
Close.
.net. You were close. blessedshe.net. Advent, all of the stuff. You can pair it with the adult devotional, kid devotional, get a little bundle. It's the best. And get ready for the Advent season.
That's right. Get ready to worship. Woo! We're pumped. We're
Yay.
excited.
We are pumped. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Wave.
Bye.
Bye.